Hello, and welcome to Narrative Tales. In today's video, I'll be interviewing Divyank Tiwari and learning about his experiences in event management. Could you tell me a little bit about your schooling and what you thought of it?
I did my schooling from Maheshwari Public School, Pratapnagar, and in 2018 I was in Commerce Maths. My subject was Commerce. Then I pursued Bachelor's of Computer Applications in Cloud Computing from Purnima, but my interest always lies into the events side. So I was more interested into doing events and things to designing things and making it come live whenever I feel like doing new concepts. So that's why I switched to. I did my job in Bachelor's of Computer Applications for some time, and then I switched to event management fully after some time.
So I'm wondering, what is an event manager and what does an event manager do?
So let me give you an example. Like if we are doing any function, like it can be anything starting from a baby shower to a marriage. If we are doing anything, so usually what happens that the family members are not free, and they are already busy in doing things, different things. So for that, there's a guy named event manager who comes in between and takes all vendor in a single circle or a single loop, and he's the one you have to coordinate with that. He will be the in charge of your events, from execution to the new concepts to anything that you need during your event or post event or pre event. He'll be the guy. So he can just guide you better to make your events go wow. Or it like if you want to do something like recently we did a tech event. So we suggest them that what is the new in the market and they can adapt for it.
I understand, yeah. That seems like a very useful service, I imagine. Um,
Yeah, kind of.
yeah, I'm wondering, so you said you were in computer science, right? What was it like
Yeah.
switching from like a computer science stream into this event management stream?
Uh, it's a very interesting story. I was the head of the student council in my college, and at the time after some time when I switched to corporate, I felt properly that I'm not made for a desk job. My interest and everything lies in the events because I was doing events with my college, and I was organizing events in my college also. So, and I really want to pursue event, but again, I was not from a event management degree background, so people were not willing to take me into their business. So then finally, after trying it and learning things from yourself, it's a fully skill that I have learned from myself, and I prepared myself for doing it. And now I'm like I'm head of productions in a company which is very famous in Rajasthan for doing government events, exhibition, conferences, and the very famous Jaipur Literature Festival.
Yeah. Um, I'm wondering, based off that, what was the first event you managed and worked in?
So the very first event I did was an exhibition named Jhalak, and after being from the production background and getting the knowledge of production, I was assigned to do the registration work. But that's the beauty of event management, that you start from anywhere, but if you have the will to learn something, you'll end up doing what you really want to do. Now this is the time when I do the production of Jhalak, and the clients are my clients now. So that's how the tables stand up after some time.
Yeah. So on like a broader scale of like events and you're starting events, how does like an event management company work their way up from like these small events into bigger events? What does that process look like?
So the process is basically nothing but a back support. If you have a good team, you can pull off an event. Like recently, we pull off an event of 6 lakh people. But if you don't have a strong team, you have to trust on your team members. Event management, whole business, the whole sector runs on trust. If you like the company I'm working in, they trust me that I can pull off an event. so I can pull off an event. If they don't trust me, they can hire as many people as they want. So basically, the event management, that it might sound funny, but the event management business runs on trust and skills, nothing else in between. So the major contribution in event management business is of labors. People usually don't recognize uh, their contribution, but I really think that the labors and the people who work behind the scenes are more important to bring any of your event to come alive.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm facing some small internet issues. Yeah, we can keep going then. Um, I'm wondering how long does it take to arrange an event typically?
So like we have created an international exhibition in 48 hours also. It depends on how much time we get. So in Jaipur Literature Festival, we get time of around 4 days. So we created in 4 days also. But sometimes, if there's another event is going on at the venue, we get like a couple of hours to complete any setup. So like there's kind of I should say that it's an achievement. So we have set up the whole stage and the decoration and the sound part, the lights part in 20 minutes for a while for an event, and it was kind of achievement for us. Like 20 minutes is a very less time to arrange everything, to check everything, and the guest was the chief minister of Rajasthan.
Wow.
So you can't just there's no space for any errors. You have to do it the right way. You have to do it because that can get you blacklist if something bad happens.
Yeah.
So that's how the things work in government
Wow.
events.
That's much faster than I was expecting.
So it totally depends on the timeline and the number of force we have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So I was wondering, like, in event managing, you're taking in the client's requests and things. If a client asks for someone super famous to come to their event, like Shah Rukh Khan or something, how do you manage that? And like, do you have the connections to make something like that happen?
That's basically what some companies are there that manage every celebrity. So basically, like if you want to, there are many companies in Bombay, in Delhi, in Jaipur that manages different celebrities. You just have to contact them. They'll tell you the price. The better the agency, you can trust them better. But the only problem in India that we face is sometimes the agencies are fake. So you have to get that perfect connection. Ki, yeah, he has been the guy who's been in the, you know, he's been the guy jiska matlab, who have a connection with Shah Rukh Khan since a long time, or they have called Shah Rukh Khan in the previous events. So you have to get their history checked first. Then they'll tell you a price. They'll tell you a hospitality desk, that what Shah Rukh Khan will be needed in the whole sector. Then yeah, it's done. Like recently, in Mumbai, there is an event going on, Lola Paloza. So in that event, Play Carty and Linkin Park is performing. So that's how they connect to each other. That's how
Hmm.
the agencies get in touch, and they give their hospitality sectors, their technical sectors, and their desk and everything, their team requirements, and that's how the things are getting sorted. And boom, the events is on. That's how the things work.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. What are the top three challenges you would say in event management?
So though we organize events, but internally the event sector is very unorganized. The people are doing it since, like 19, like anything, any vendor you go up to, they are doing things since a long time. They have a lot of work to do. They are not maintaining their products up to the limit that the some clients are very choosy in everything. Like we need this, yeah, we need this product to be this clean, this neat. So the basic problem we face is with the vendors, that the vendors are not willing to change according to the market that is changing since a long time. Like recently, India has hosted so many good weddings. So the market level is going high, but the vendors, they don't want to change. They are running on the old methods till now. That was that is the one challenge. Second is the timelines. Indian clients think that event managers are god, they can do it in couple of hours or something. So the timelines, client is not willing to book the venue for 2 3 days for the venue or the event. And the third is the competition, of course. So the people, like what I am doing in a 60 lakhs, they are doing it in 40 lakhs, and what they are delivering at the end, it's not even compared to what we are delivering in 60 lakhs. So once the client is approved, they look for the budget only.
Yeah, yeah.
And the after movie comes when the event is executed, and then you go and fight with the clients. Nothing gonna happen. The like many people in the event management still don't have a basic knowledge, but they're trying to do events.
Hmm.
So that what's the unorganized sector is coming from.
Hmm.
If you have a good skill set, you know what is going on, what the rates will be, and everything.
Yeah. Speaking of clients, what's some of like the feedback you typically receive from these events?
So I remember a moment when a client came and hugged me and said, "Divang, it was more than what I think it will be, and thank you so much for what you are doing, and keep doing what you are doing. And if someday uh, you need some funding to do anything, and you are thinking to start your own business, I'm there to fund you." So that what keeps you going anyhow. So that's what people usually like. It's a very thankless job. Event management is a very thankless job. Client may not even thank you at the end.
Hmm.
But what keeps you going is the smile on their face when they see the setup, see the photo booth, they see the technicals, and you see them dancing, laughing. That's what all you need at the end. And the payment, of course.
Yeah, yeah. So, during an event, how do you manage something when it like doesn't go according to plan?
So, event management is more like a crisis management. If we know that this is not going to our, it requires like a lot of planning, especially if we are doing it out of Jaipur. It requires a lot of planning, that it might go like this or that, or anything can happen at the last moment. But people are always like in the event industry, the people are always welcoming. So any way you would find a way out. Anyway, you should have that presence of mind and the calmness to deal with it. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to go back to your CS background. Does CS ever show up in your job?
No. So I was in Genpact for some time. I was handling their backend. But again, I was not happy there. I was just
Hmm.
working for the sake, as COVID was going on when I got graduated. So I was just working for the sake that I I have to do something for my living. Though I come from a very good background, my father, and nobody pressurized me, but there was something that I want to do of myself. So for that time, I did. I was not ready to do my masters, so I did sometime. That degree helped me to get a job for some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of computer science related things, how do you think AI is going to affect event management and maybe where it can be used?
So look, those so some things that I think can never take over. More or less, they can help you with planning, but for the execution, you'll need people on the stage. On might some things can be changed, that some machines can be changed with the people, but still, you need people to do the execution. So I don't think that I think this is one of the sector which will not be that much affected with the AI. But AI is helping us out basically. So AI is giving us ideas, what client are trying to understand, or what we are trying to explain the clients. So and I think Pinterest is a very uh, big, I should say, enemy of ours.
Hmm.
People just go on Pinterest, they search for photo booths, they pick up any photo booth and think that it's gonna happen. But of course, it's an image, and it's something that we gonna make it in real. So sometimes Clients usually bring Pinterest photos and they think that we can make them come alive, but we try to do so, but there's always a 1920 in the picture or the reality you check. So that's the difference we are facing these days.
Yeah, I see. Speaking of which, do you ever have to like deny a client's idea, like this is impossible? And if so, how do they usually respond?
So basically, there's a policy in our company that we never say no. Ki this is impossible or something. We never say no to anything unless and until we are running short of timelines. If somebody has clicked a picture or a concept, everything is possible. But the only problem is the timeline we are getting to do it. So the basic problem is with the timeline. When we think the timeline is very short to execute anything, we just tell the clients that it is not possible. We are really sorry. And most of the clients are very welcoming with that because they even know that the timelines are very short. That's the uh, that's the real scenario right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, thank you for taking out some time to meet with me.
Yeah, yeah. Please connect to me in any time in future you are in India.
If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to check out some of my other interviews as well.